Welcome to another Tea Time with Tanya. I was kicking myself a couple seconds ago thinking, oh shoot, I didn't make yesterday's video. But I'm noticing how much I've been making myself wrong and not having a lot of compassion for myself from yesterday, and really recommitting to just loving myself and forgiving myself and having compassion for myself with exactly where I'm at. So last night was the Tribal Truth Jeans for Justice Live It launch. Amazing event. Like, we had so much to be proud of. Over 100 people showed up. Just super successful, great feedback, awesome performances. It was just rocking. And yet again, not having compassion for myself, feeling very unfulfilled afterwards. So I had to check in of like, well, what is this? And this morning I had a lot of emotion and tears come up and realized that what was there for me is this jealousy, this total jealousy that all these people got to be fully self-expressed on stage through spoken word and song and movement, and what was I doing? I was the boring MC. And so again, like, being totally down on myself and not honoring where I was at, and not getting that, like, no, wait, this is a self-expression of mine. And the thing is, this is where I'm comfortable. So what I really want to share today is this idea that I've been struggling with of being the blocked artist. And my artist is dying to come out, and yet I am so freaked out of like really letting it rip and being fully self-expressed. And so I've noticed a couple things that are blocking me. Number one is movement. I am having a really hard time getting in my body and moving through this emotion, allowing myself to be fully self-expressed through movement. I haven't even been to yoga. I haven't even done my walking or my hiking the last couple days. So I have physically felt really stiff. And so that's what I actually felt last night, was the stiffness of like, oh my God, I'm so boring compared to these people. I'm laughing at myself now because I'm like, you know, I can just see how I'm stuck in this blockage, and feeling scared and like I'm gonna be rejected if I try something that's outrageous. And I'm like, okay, so how can I start creating safe space for myself to start moving and feel super comfortable in moving, like moving my body, and start to express myself in different ways and try on new movements and allow myself to like just have that fluid dance movement that I'm feeling like really good in my body. Because there's something there that's having me be blocked as an artist in feeling unsafe in my body. And what I mean by that is the expression of my body, because I'm pretty comfortable in my clothes, in my skin, but the movement, taking a risk, and it's so funny because I'm such a risk taker as an entrepreneur, but taking risk of like moving my body in a way that might cause it like catch attention, or that might be a little bit different. And I'm just like, I feel myself like kind of moving my arm over here. There's an edge right there. And then the other piece is around, I haven't set up sufficient structures. So what is the structure that can actually help me create that safe space for myself? What's the movement class that I'm gonna sign up for? Or working with a friend on movement? Like, what can actually have me become more comfortable? And what I realized is anything that I've tried that's been new, when I've gotten instruction and then I practiced it, it all of a sudden became much easier. Creating video, perfect example. I remember my first videos, I was so freaked out and so upset and frustrated about creating putting it all together in iMovie, and now it takes me like 5 minutes, and people are like, oh my god, you know, you do video, can you help me like figure this out, and is it like, it looks so professional, you know, and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, it takes me 5 minutes, it's so easy. But then I'm like, oh wait, it took like 2 hours the first time I did it. So this is what I'm really getting for myself, is I've got to set up those containers and those structures for myself to start practicing and feeling safe to practice, to then build my confidence in that movement. And I'm saying movement here because movement, there's a fluid self-expression through movement, dance particularly, that I know can help me feel more grounded in my body to do the other artistic work that I want to do. And for me, that's around writing and spoken word. And there's a fear of the spoken word piece, of expressing my voice out in public. And so I'm noticing that I'm not giving myself the time or the space, and I'm feeling disconnected from my writing as that first step. And then if, you know, it's kind of like if I feel comfortable with the actual presentation of it, that will help me actually get started. The other thing is, what is really wanting to come through? And am I giving myself the time to do the writing, to express myself on paper? And what is it that I really wanna, like, what is that deep passion and conviction that I wanna write about, that I wanna share? And to give myself the time and the space to, first of all, like, really connect and feel that, and then to actually take the time to write that down. So for those of you who are blocked artists, you're not alone, and I would love for you to share, what is your art that you're feeling blocked around? And if you're like me, maybe you don't even consider yourself an artist, but even if you write, we're all artists. We're creators. That's our natural tendency. So share what that art is that's feeling like it wants to be expressed and what's holding you back. I can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you tomorrow.